Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, when we look around and we look back, we think it can't happen here. When we look at what's going on in other countries, it can't happen here. When we look at World War II, it can't happen here. We feel that the United States is somehow immune to all of the horrible things that have gone on in the world, when all historical evidence points to the contrary. But it's this widely held belief that now we're more civilized. Now we're better. So I want to read you some social media posts real quick. And I'll explain why I'm reading them here in a minute. The original post, written in all capital letters, because, of course, is we live in a society where homosexuals lecture us on morals, transvestites lecture us on human biology, baby killers lecture us on human rights, and socialists lecture us on economics. The response: by giving the minority more rights than the majority, I hate to think of the country my grandkids will live in unless somehow we change. And I think that will take a revolution. The original poster: the only way to change it would be to kill the problem out. I know it's bad to say, but without killing them out, there's no way to fix it. Just some stupid bigots on Facebook, right? That's all it is. The problem is, this is the mayor of Carbon Hill, Alabama, Mark Chambers. Kill him out. That's how you fix it. It's a good final solution there, I guess. It's insane. Anyway, once he was found out about this, he did issue an apology. Well, first he said that it wasn't his. Then he said, well, it was his, but I thought it was private. That doesn't make it better. And then he said that, well, it's not really calling for it because that's only if there's a revolution. And then he releases this: I would like to make a public apology to my community. I and I alone am responsible for the comment that was made. It is not a reflection of the Carbon Hill City Council or any city personnel or citizens. Although I believe my comment was taken out of context and was not targeting the LGBTQ community, I know that it was wrong to say anyone should be killed. I am truly sorry that I have embarrassed our city. I love this city, and while in office I have done everything in my power to make this a better place for our families. There are not enough words for me to express how much I regret posting that comment. I hope very much our citizens and anyone that was hurt by this comment can accept my apology. No. No. Nobody wants your apology. They want your resignation. That's what they want. It's a government employee, government official, elected official, openly, publicly advocating for the mass murder of people. Can't happen here, right? Now, as far as you're out that, well, it's only in a revolution, that doesn't make it better. Generally, even in revolutions, mass murder is frowned upon, especially when you're targeting people based on the criteria you chose. This is ridiculous. It's the fact that this person is in office. Well, it shouldn't surprise anybody who's familiar with Alabamistan, but it's what it is. That this person has power. This person has influence over law enforcement in that area. I wonder how they treat minority groups. I wonder how they treat the LGBTQ community. You know, that environment, it's fostered from the top. And that's the top. That's the top. The funny part about this is that I found out about this, not through the news, but because a 3%er from this area called a 3%er in Dothan. Now, for those that don't know, 3%ers are far-right constitutionalists. When you hear the media talk about the Patriot Movement, that's these guys. So one from this area called one in Dothan, who wound up talking to me, and the guy from Dothan was like, yeah, man, this guy, he hates gay people. I mean, like, literally hates them. And he doesn't know what to do, because from where he's sitting, this is a government employee advocating for people to be murdered. This is obviously somebody that would abuse their power. So the idea, Mark Chambers from Carbon Hill, that you would somehow lead a revolution. Your prospective soldiers, they think you're a threat. They see you as not a patriot, because you're not. I'm assuming you took an oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States. I don't see a whole lot of due process in this. They don't see you as a patriot. They see you as a fascist thug. Yeah, you have embarrassed your city. And yes, it is a reflection on the city council. It is a reflection on everybody that isn't calling for your resignation. It can't happen here, right? The only way to make sure that that's true is if you send the message that it can't happen here. And the only way to do that right now is to remove this clown from office. The fact that the governor has not put pressure on him, the fact that there are no wheels churning already to remove this person, says everything you need to know about the great state of Alabama. Openly, mass murder. Kill the problem out. Anyway, can't happen here, right? It's just a thought. Y'all have a good night.